Okay, let's create this function that will finish the registration. I'm going to do this right below here. I'm going to call this func finish registration. And it doesn't take any parameters. Actually, no, it does take a parameter which is with values. This is going to be a dictionary. It's going to have a string as key and any as value. So we will pass here our updated dictionary, and this will save it to our local device and to the Firestore. So now that we have the function here, what I can do is call this function in our code here. Here I'm going to use self keyword because we are inside the callback block. So we say self finish registration with values, and I'm passing my temp dictionary here. And same thing we are going to do here. So we call this function and we pass our temporary dictionary with all our updates. And in order to save our updates, we're going to use update update current user in Firestore. This function is written in our user class. So if we come here, we will see that we are taking with values, which is a dictionary, and we have a completion block here, which is passing the error if we have one. So what we do is we are getting our user from our user default, so that we have saved locally on the device, which is a dictionary, and we are going to update all the values of our dictionary here. So we have our current user ID, we pass it here, and we have update date, that we are again creating a date from string with our format, and we pass our data that we want to update here, our keys and user object. Again, we are doing a copy on our user object, so we have a copy of mutable dictionary here. Then we access our user object, which is our copy, and we set value for keys, and we are passing our dictionary here. So it goes, it takes the updated dictionary, goes through our key value pairs, and sees which one was updated and replaces them for us. And then we are accessing our reference, and we are getting the user, which is our Firebase here, our Firestore. So we access user collection. Let's go here. So it accesses our user collection, then gets the user which with a specific ID, so we can update it. And we call update data, and we pass all the new values that we want to update. And if we have an error, we are passing our error back. If we don't have any errors, so it means on Firestore we have saved all the updated information, we are going to save the new user to our local device as well under the key current user. And then we save it, and then we again call our callback function and pass the error, which in this case will be nil, because we are checking here that if we have an error, we are passing the error. So this update current user function, we are going to call it here. We are passing our with values that we receive from our function, and the callback is our error. This is our variable name. Again, we are checking if we have an error. Not equals nil, it means we do have an error. We are going to, because this is running in background thread, we are going to say dispatch, and we are going to use dispatch queue. We are going to access the main queue asynchronously, and we are going to present our error. So we say progress AUT.show error, and we access our error. and we use the localized description here. And then we say return because we don't want the rest of the code gets called if we have an error there. If, however, we have no errors, what we are going to do is we are going to enter the application. So I'm putting a note here, go to app. So we have everything ready, and what I want to do now is to try and register our first user, and we are going to go step by step so you can see how the application is working, on which step we do what.